Hello everyone and welcome back to our videos. Today we are gonna talk about aircraft welding. Before we start our class, we need to understand the two basic types of aircraft welding. The first type of welding is fusion welding. The fusion welding is the blending of compatible molten metals into one common part or joint. That means it needs to melt the joint materials of similar combustion, also needs high temperature for melting. The non-fusion welding is the joining of metals by adhesion of one metal to another. That means it doesn't require melting join of materials. After understanding the two basic types of welding and the difference between them, now I will tell you the principal methods of their functions, starting with fusion welding. The fusion welding has three principal methods of welding. The first one, gas welding, and this type I will explain it in section C. The second one, electric arc welding. This type depends on the transformer that gives a heat for melting the two joints of metals. And this method has three types. The first type of electric arc welding is shield metal arc welding, or known as stick welding. This welding consists of transformer, electrode holder, electrode, and work clamp, used for tools and equipment, but rarely for repair aircraft. The power supply from the transformer, it has low voltage and high current. It produces heat about 10,000 Fahrenheit, which melt metal and rods. The electric arc welding rod coated with flux, and these flux protect the welding zone from air. The second type of electric arc welding is gas metal arc welding, and it's known as MIG, metal inert gas. This type of welding consists of transformer, welding gun, electrode wire, and ground clamp. And we have this bottle that make the GMAW different from the shield metal arc welding. And this a bottle of argon or helium or carbon dioxide. It used in large volume production work. The uncoated filler wire acts as electrode. It is connected to one terminal on the power supply and fit onto the torch. An inert gas that used, as we talked, is argon, helium, or carbon dioxide. They will flow from the torch around the wire to protect the weld zone from air. The third type of electrical arc welding is gas tungsten arc welding, or as known, tungsten inert gas. This welding consists of transformer, welding gun, filler rod, ground clamp, and the last one, a bottle of argon gas or carbon dioxide or helium gas. When preparing tungsten inert gas, the electrode for welding, so you have to follow the manufacturer instruction. In gas tungsten arc welding, a stream of inert gas that will come from the bottle is used to prevent the formation of oxide in the bottle of working. Also, in this welding, we have types of tungsten electrode, and they are three types: pure tungsten electrodes, zirconium tungsten electrode, and the last one, thorium tungsten electrode. The diameters of electrodes, it has different diameter from one to another, and that depends on the sheet metals that you have to work on it. The third method of fusion welding is electrical resistance. In the electrical resistance, we have two types of welding, or two machines of welding: spot welding and this machine of spot welding, and is the first type of electrical resistance welding. In spot welding, we have two coppers of electrode, and this machine will make as a point welding used for joining the thin sheet metals. When welding with a spot welding machine, you have to put in your consideration the type of material and the thickness of the sheet metal that you will make a spot welding for them. We have three variables in this machine for control the welding and to get a proper welding. The first one is the current, and the second one is the pressure, and the last one is the dwell time. What's the meaning of dwell time? The dwell time is the duration that electric current will flow and make a spot for the metal. The second type of electrical resistance welding is the seam welding. The seam welding has two wheels of electrode. These wheels have a continuous or give a continuous welding. You will put your sheet metals here, for example, as a lap welding, and they will turn and make a continuous welding. An example of seam welding in aviation, we use it with a fuel tank or any component that needs continuous welding.